Ambition, a requirement to gain the favor of the gods. Acquiring this favor will grant even ordinary humans the capability to fully realize their ambitions through the power of the vision. But how is one truly granted a vision? What requirements do they need to meet? And what kind of awesome power does the vision truly provide? Well, I don't know. Welcome to another episode of I Don't Know How Stuff Works in Genshin Impact. For this video, we're going to be talking about visions, how they work, what power they can give, who provides them, and the dark secrets they may have. As always, I want to say thank you to everyone who provided their insight in the last episode regarding the Traveler's powers. It was really insightful to read and I appreciate all the comments. Sorry if my voice is a little raspy for this video because I'm coming out of a fever, but sitting idly just makes me feel even worse. Anyway, as with the previous episodes in this video series, we won't be providing any definitive conclusions by the end, and I will try to provide as many facts about the topic as possible, as well as my own thoughts by the end. And like in my previous videos, I hope you would all once again provide your own perspectives and insight about the topic in the comments down below. Let's begin. Visions are a bit of an enigma when it comes to the lore. While we do know quite a bit about them, they still have this air of mystery when it comes to them. So first, how exactly do they work? In a nutshell, they primarily work as a type of focus that allows the user to channel elemental power, which enables them to perform all sorts of magical moves. These powers also manifest differently with every user, and often in extremely unique ways, such as being able to create a familiar like Oz, who apparently has his own life and consciousness. From healing wounds to causing massive explosions, these powers seem to be influenced by the user's ambition as well as their own creativity. Going back to Fischl, she manifested Oz after a character based in the book Flowers for Princess Fischl. So the potential of the vision may be unlimited, and instead it's held back by the user. But what about other benefits? Do visions also provide enhanced strength and durability? We've seen human characters like Diluc, Eula, Kazuha be able to perform exceptional superhuman things without necessarily tapping into their vision. They were able to take massive punishment as well as perform tasks a normal human wouldn't be able to do. Another thing is that depending on the vision user exudes elements from their body. For now, all we know is they can exude heat or even cold from their bodies passively and naturally without their input. We saw this as Amber and Eula were talking about the cold in Dragonspine, and when Diluc was melting Kaya's ice bridges in the Golden Apple Archipelago. Though it seems that this trait is different for each character, such as Chongyun, who has a cryovision but still needs his specially made popsicles in order to stay even cooler due to his yang energy. Unfortunately, these examples are only for pyro and cryovisions. We don't know if the other elemental visions can provide similar passive powers. Like, does the hydrovision make you wet, or does an electrovision give you the power to charge stuff or something like that? I don't know. Interestingly as well, portable waypoints and presumably normal waypoints as well can only be activated by vision wielders, which is pretty interesting in of itself. Visions also have a kind of resonance as they would light up when near one of the meteorites from the unreconciled stars. Visions can also be sealed, but so far only the Raiden Shogun has shown us the ability to seal the visions. And lastly, visions would lose their power if the wielder dies. Are all these boons and capabilities only due to the vision though? Or does its wielder's own power have any part to play? After all, visions aren't only granted to humans, but Adepti and other races too. How does their power mix with the vision's power? Well, I'm not too sure. Other races have their unique traits and abilities, but even the humans of Teyvat have some extraordinary durability and can't really even be compared with actual humans. The best indicator of this is through the Inazuma Samurai and Ronin. Though we blasted them numerous times, a lot of them show superhuman capabilities using skills known as sword arts. I have a video about the sword arts of Inazuma if you're curious, so even without visions, humans are capable of superhuman things. So maybe the vision doesn't give enhanced strength and durability. As for manipulating the elements, well, weirdly enough, monsters are capable of doing so without a vision. The Somaturls use staves and rituals in order to call on the elements. So basically, visions allow the channeling of elemental powers for humans, can resonate with certain powers, allow its user to use the waypoints and possibly more. How do they provide all these boons though? Well, I don't know. In truth though, visions are more than just a focus in other means. At least that's what we heard from Venti, in that all vision users have the capability of ascending to Godhood, and they are called Allegenes, which indicates that vision users were chosen by something to give them a chance to attain a place in Tevat's pantheon. There have been many speculations about this, that it's simply a trap for the vision users and that Celestia is a prison for those who ascend, or that the vision is a way to spy on humanity, as when you translate the vision from its original text, it actually says Eyes of God. It may even be a way to drive people to their ambition, similar to how a delusion works for the purpose of some plan, as it's stated that in order to receive a vision, you must first have a strong ambition. Speaking of delusions, aside from the delusion's natural flaws of taking your life away basically, what true difference do they really have with the vision? In terms of ambition and delusion, it's pretty much the same, except the ambition of the vision is God certified. Unfortunately, we have no idea what the other criteria for receiving visions are, apart from having a strong ambition. What makes vision users worthy and capable of wielding a vision, and have the possibility to ascend them into a god? Vision users come in so many shapes, sizes, personalities, and races. Even people who are against the gods themselves carry a vision too, which means visions might be given by a neutral party rather than the established ones we know about. We also know from Raiden that the Archons don't have the power or the will to stop the distribution of visions. So it's even more of a mystery as to who gives these visions in the first place. This is by design though, because the Archons have restrictions when it comes to talking about the visions. It's also weird that the Electro visions haven't been given since around the start of the Vision Hunt decree. So who provides these visions? There are rumors and theories that state that it's the gods in Celestia that provide these visions, or that it can be provided by evil gods or even smaller gods. In truth though, we don't know. So what happens if you're chosen to wield a vision? Currently we know only two ways that visions are granted. They magically appear from nothing in front of the chosen user, or a dormant vision reawakens once held by the chosen user. Visions can manifest itself at any time, from near-death experiences to simply wanting one. Once the vision manifests, it cannot be destroyed by any means, and will always find its way back to its user. However, visions can be taken away, as we saw in Inazuma. Taking away someone's vision can directly affect the user's psyche. They lose the ambition they had, they suffer severe imposter syndrome, claiming that the person they once were wasn't them at all, and that all their achievements were either fake or hallucinated. That said, it's also possible to give up a vision willingly, like Jiangxi did in Liyue, who had given up his vision after he had exacted the justice he sought, and after giving up his vision, he mentions that he is now free of desire. So, seeing all these boons and seeing the characters that wield visions, it would almost seem like there's no downside to receiving a vision, and that vision users seem to be meant for great things. That said, visions seem to have a dark secret that we are yet unaware of. Lisa, who studied visions, found and questioned what the cost for all these boons are. She surmised that there is a deep secret in the shadows of the visions. In Lisa's own words, for whatever reason, the gods gave humans the key to changing everything, but they did not explain the cost involved. Lisa grew fearful of the truth, and for the most part, this is scarily true. When something is too good to be true, it often is. As for my own thoughts, while it seems like the visions are simply a way for humanity to be able to manipulate the elements, the humans of Teyvat already have an unusual strength and durability depending on if they train with their bodies or not. There are even sword arts that can perform almost like magic without the need for a vision. Again, check my sword art video. It seems like visions are a way for the gods to push a certain individual's ambition either for their own sake or for other agendas. Visions, in my eyes, are too weird and suspicious. They provide a lot of benefits, and like Lisa said, we don't know the cost in exchange for all these benefits. Not only that, but we don't even know who provides these visions. They can be used against the gods or for the gods, or even simply for the user's own ambitions. But what do you guys think? Are visions blessings from the gods, or are they a way for the gods to spy on humanity, or maybe even a way for the gods to control humanity and bring them to a certain area that they want them to be in? What do you think is the dark secret behind the visions? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Sorry if my voice is a little raspy, still trying to come back from that fever, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, thank you for watching. See you next video.